the language literature challenge that this team is participating in. So the introduction is a group of characters from literature have assembled to discuss what action can be taken to avoid the demise of all literary works. The characters are from different literary works and all have very different personalities. The thing that they have in common is their love of poetry. A decision has been made to employ an innovative expert to create a media campaign featuring the characters to ensure the survival of all literary works past, present and future. Your team must create a 10-minute creative and dramatic presentation during which you must clearly identify at least 4 literary characters who are involved in the campaign, explain what circumstances led up to the action being necessary, explain who the expert is and the reason for the choice, portray the entire media campaign, create 2 poems of at least 8 lines each that must be featured during the campaign, and portray the outcome and the consequences. So there's a lot that the teams have to do, which is why they get 6 weeks to do it. They've done an excellent job. Let's give them a warm welcome. This is Tambrey Primary School 1. Alright guys, best of luck. We've got 10 minutes and the time starts now.
Welcome, I am the narrator.
I am Red Riding Hood, a character as old as time itself.
I am Tom Sawyer. I hang out with Huckleberry Finn. He is idle and lawless and vulgar and bad. So I guess if you don't want your children hanging out with me.
I am Cat from Cat in the Hat. Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how.
I am Wonder Woman. If no one else can pen literature, then I must.
And I am Lita Lovegood. Reading beyond measure is man's greatest treasure.
And today we'll be presenting Long Live Literature!
Did you know that my story is as old as time itself? In fact, it is a fairy tale which is over 900 years old. Nobody's reading about me anymore. You may have heard of Harry Potter, but you obviously don't know me. I'm pregnant. Did you know the number of people reading Harry Potter is declining? Imagine that. I am one of the least known Justice League members. Everyone cares about Superman, Batman, and the Flash, but nobody notices me.
We know why. All of our stories are the same. For goodness sake, they could have all been written by the same author.
In my story, there's a monster. It's a wolf. He eats my grandma. But the day is saved when a big, brave, strong woodcutter kills the wolf and saves my grandma. And in my story, the monsters are Lord Voldemort, the Basilisks, Death Eaters, and Dementors, just to name a few. The day is saved when Harry Potter defeats everyone. And in my stories, I defeat a villain that destroys cities and tries to take over the world. Once again, the day is saved.
For crying out loud, all of our stories are the same genre. They repeat the same storyline over and over and over again. We all defeat a villain. Really, nothing new is being written. Authors are bored with the same old storyline, readers are bored, even publishers are bored. We need an expert.
We need an advertising campaign.
I know an advertising expert.
Who?
My friend Tom Sawyer. He's been whining. He hasn't read a book in months. He's bored as well.
How did you get into advertising?
Well, living on the river and frankly being a wild child, he decided he needed a job that would pay well. So then he fell into advertising. Now he's a top-notch advertising executive.
Well, I'd be darned. Imagine that. You never know what a person goes up to me.
I'll do a flyby and get him to talk to us.
Of course I can help you. I'm the expert. I'm the guy to go to. What's up with the television advertising? People aren't reading. It is a disaster. We plead for you to read. It helps you learn faster. Authors aren't writing. The job is too boring. The books aren't inviting. Nothing they produce is exciting. Sadly, all books these days are all just the same. Our brains will soon decay if no change is made. Text overtaking is just movies now. Literacy levels are breaking. This is just painstaking.
Start reading now. Save literature.
You know, an advertising campaign really needs more than just one ad. I think in order for this to be successful and to reach a wide target audience, we should do a radio advertisement targeting children and adults.
Yes! Have you found that you don't have enough time to read anymore? Are you worried your children aren't reading enough?
Are electronics, television and social media taking up too much of you and your children's time?
In the last year, there has been a 12% decrease in Australian adults who read any literature. This is any novels, short stories, poetry or plays.
Don't you think it's time to start reading again?
Reading broadens your vocabulary, increases your verbal skills, and makes you more of a creative thinker.
Not only that, but it improves your ability to comprehend written material, a skill helpful in any career. Your writing will also improve.
Furthermore, reading reduces stress by allowing your brain to focus on one task at a time. Start reading now! Save literature!
I just got your target market statistics in. Did you know people are starting to think about books again? Look, there's been a 5% increase in book sales.
Really? Is that all? Please help us, Tom! We need more book sales!
Of course I can help you. After all, it was me who convinced my friends to trade books, the privilege of whitewashing their fence. And did I not convince Becky to become engaged to me? I know how to get people's attention. Did I not also appear at my own funeral and shock all the townsfolk half to death?
I know, let's use technology. It's the only way these days. Let's do Instagram.
Let's reintroduce the old books. Their genres don't have monsters. Even my story is about my life.
No, you're right. Robinson Crusoe, Black Beauty, Jane Eyre, and Huckleberry Finn are all stories about people's lives.
They don't have ridiculous talking wolves.
Crazy magical Lord Voldemort.
Insane rhyming cats, or
Immortal powerful villains of like cheats and gods of war like Ares.
For goodness sake, they all sound nuts. Classics moving forward, never to go back. Always in existence, constantly changing track. Alive everywhere always, yet cannot breathe, nor grow, nor walk. Witness to all things, but never talks. They open every word imaginable, but has a price to pay. Changing your soul forever, every single day. As old as existence itself, immortal like your gods. Power over all, reading!
Wow, it's gone viral.
They love these stories. Sales a story.
I have breaking news. Authors are writing again. A publisher of mine just contacted me and said he had 50 new stories being sold to him. Apparently the authors were really excited by the ideas on Instagram.
And this was the story of how literature was saved by using both old and new.
remember this. Classics never make a comeback. Wait for the perfect moment to take the spotlight from washed up, overdone trends. However, the more that you'll read, the more things you will know. The more that you'll learn, the more places you'll go.
We'll have a chat. Just everyone for your reference, after each performance, the team normally comes up and we just have a quiet chat amongst the judges. It's going to be filling a bunch of paperwork, so we will pretty much stick to the timetable and the 20-minute time slots. So the next one will be around 9:40, and same thing, I'll grab the next team when they're ready and just give them a bit of a prep before. But in the meantime, yeah, just chat amongst yourselves until we're ready for the next one.